Welcome to a Vanguard news video without the BS. Let's get started. It comes to no surprise that Bushiroad has cancelled all of the remaining Springfest 2020. Let us hope that the Bermuda 19 outbreak is over once Autumnfest 2020 comes around. The English release schedule of Team Tryhard's Trial X has been moved to June 26, 2020. This means that you have 2 more months to make bank with your VEB12 cards by holding secret tournament gatherings in your mother's basement. Last week it was Large Balls doing a reveal for Premium Collection 2020. Everyone expected to see some semen, but Large Balls instead revealed his bad bounty for Grand Blue. At the end of the battle it attacked. You pay 1 counter blast and 3 discards to put this unit back into the G-zone face up, then superior ride a grade 3 unit from your drop zone. We here at the Gear Chronicle community would like to file a class action lawsuit against Grand Blue for infringing on our copyright on Next Stage's ability. Until online sellers realize this new G unit, better start hoarding Skull Dragons while they're at $5. Ever wanted to play Vanguard by yourself while quarantined in your mother's basement? Bushiroad has introduced a D&D style flowchart called Character Fights. Can you say G has a 15-minute in-depth video explaining the mechanics of this game format? Links are on the upper right corner and in the video description. We got a lot of reveals for the Bang Dream Booster set VTB01 last week. The cards in this set will be categorized by their bands like an archetype. Only the original 5 bands from the series will be included, which are Pop-In Party, Afterglow, Pastel Palette, Rasilia, and Hello Happy World. Expect Razor Sulan, Argonavis, and the upcoming band Morphonica to be in future booster set support if Bushiroad sees that people are willing to whale on this set. Speaking of whaling, this set will have its rare and common cards come with shiny glitter along with the usual SP and SSR rarities. Who needs to pay bills during this Bermuda 19 outbreak when a shiny piece of cardboard will keep the lights up at night? This set will also introduce a new form of order cards exclusive to this clan called music cards. Music order cards are placed in the back row middle column when using them. Think of it as a music disc that you plan to play on your DJ turntable. They are also designed to be in landscape form like Type 2 markers. Expect players who also play Wise or Buddifight to call them Climax or Impact cards respectively. Double Rainbow is a music order card. When placed, lets you draw a card, then look at the top 3 cards of your deck to add a critical trigger, and you place the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. For a card called Rainbow, why doesn't it let you add any trigger instead? The grade 0 Kasumi is your generic starter that lets you draw and add a quick shield if your opponent has a grade 1 or higher Vanguard. When you road a unit, expect every main vocalist of each band to be a pseudo ride chain unit. Grade 1 Kasumi, when placed on Vanguard, lets you add her grade 3 version from the top 7 cards of your deck. And while on rear guard, you can place this unit to the bottom of your deck to add a Pop-In Party card, except her namesake from your drop zone to your hand. As any Yu-Gi-Oh player would tell you, any deck that turns the graveyard into a resource, it will become broken as hell. Grade 2 Kasumi, when placed, lets you add 1 music order card from the top 7 cards of your deck. It was bad enough that her grade 1 version didn't have a cost. Now her grade 2 version just rewards you outright. Tail lets you discard a card to add a music order card from your drop zone. And when your Vanguard attacks, both this unit and your Vanguard get 5k power. At least this card has an actual cost from letting you get something from the drop zone. She better have an alternate artwork with her boyfriend. Remy lets you discard a card and reveal a critical trigger from hand to give your Pop-In Party Vanguard 10k power and an extra drive check when your Vanguard attacks. So this is the power of eating too many chocolate cornet. Saya, when placed on rear guard, lets you pay 1 counter blast and put a card from hand to the bottom of your deck to return a critical trigger and a Pop-In Party normal unit from your drop zone to your hand. Then you can only use cards with the same name once per turn. Ironic that the big sister of the group is revealed first to be a grade 1 unit. Arisa, when placed on rear guard, lets you pay 1 soul blast and reveal a critical trigger from hand to add a Pop-In Party card without, except your namesake from the top 5 cards of your deck. The breast girl of the group, despite being a grade 1 unit, is a triple rare. Grade 3 Kasumi gives all your front row rear guards the trigger effects this unit gets during drive check. If you have Tae, Rumi, Saya, and Arisa on rear guard, and if you haven't used an order card this turn, you can pay 1 counter blast to add a pop-in party music order card from either the deck or drop zone. Who needs to flip 3G units face up when you can go ultimate on your first grade 3 ride turn? Kizuna Music is a music order card that gives all your front row units 5k power if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 2 or higher. And when it's placed on rear guard, you can pay 1 soul blast to add 1 card from the top 5 cards of your deck. Returns is a music order card at the beginning of your battle phase. Lets you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck to place any critical triggers from among them on top of your deck, while the rest are placed on the bottom of your deck. If you have one of each pop-in party member on your field, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, all your units get 5k power for each critical trigger revealed by this ability. Your opponent will be on the receiving end of ninjas chopping onions, because the actual song this card was based on is a tearjerker. Here are pop-in parties triggers whose names are based on their songs. You can use up to 12 of their critical triggers, and up to 8 of their draw triggers. The heal triggers are obviously limited to 4 copies. Vanguard Zero Japan has new events that lets you grind for new furniture in your room, so you too can feel like you're playing Animal Crossing. And a new banner to obtain a alternate art vermilion as well as some Ragi and Spectral Duke Dragon sleeves. For the entire month of May, you can obtain these chibi artworks of old units so the clans don't feel irrelevant. Also next month, Battle Sister Fromage, Spectral Duke Dragon, Cosmo Lord's Cross Ride, and Luquia are the new limit break units coming to Vanguard Zero. Note that Spectral Duke Dragon can both be used as a Gold Paladin or Shadow Paladin, because Bushiroad wants edgy players to continue playing the game when their clan became irrelevant. Bushiroad will be revealing a new restriction list next week despite the fact that players have not been able to play any tournaments due to Bermuda 19. As most people pointed out, this is probably a hotfix for premium where Green Katrina and Storm Elemental Cyclone basically made every other clan obsolete. But this won't stop me from making a restriction prediction video within the next few days. Blaster Blade's waifu in VSS 06 has been revealed. I can already hear the Blaster Arrow fanboys rioting. Starcall Trumpeter when placed lets you pay 1 counter and soul blast to return a blaster card in their order card each from the drop zone to your hand. And if you have a blaster unit Vanguard, this unit gets the boost ability. The amount of advantage you get from this card makes you wonder if a trumpet isn't the only thing she blows. The Neonectar G unit as well as the critical triggers that are in VSS 07 or VSS 05 for English were revealed because there's a high chance that Green Katrina could get banned next week. Sandrine can be superior strode while face down in the G zone by paying 1 counter blast and retiring 2 token units while your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher. And if you use this ability, this unit gets 10k power and an extra crit. As underwhelming as this card looks, Asher players can now call her Flower Fairy before striding, thus giving me more proof that Green Katrina is more likely to get banned next week. All critical triggers in the set have the ability to become stride fodder. Different fights theory that grade 3 units becoming trigger units like in Vanguard Zero have been debunked. And that concludes this Vanguard news video. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how to properly chant Poppy Pa. Peepapa. Poppy Pa Pa Peepapa.